All right, Shalom. Make sure we up and rolling. All right. Okay, cool. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in on the gospel. And it's your brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And I want to go into let me go ahead and share my screen. I want to go into another lesson. Something I was meditating on. As you see from the title, it says benefits of the body, right? When times get tough, we all we got. And just considering the times we in, you know, the times we in, and really what sparked my spirit to even want to do this lesson. I'll go back to this. What sparked my spirit to even want to do this lesson, bros came through yesterday, brothers came to the crib, kind of kicked it, you know, just vibing or whatnot. And but nevertheless, when you got a brother going through something, or whether it's financial means, you see health wise, and you need somebody to come visit, so on and so forth. That's why the Lord put us here together to fight this fight with one another. And Lord willing, we'll get a couple of these scriptures, but it is perks and benefits of being a part of the body, and even so much so, like I was saying, in the times we coming in, Jacob's trouble. When the scriptures say that the love of many gonna wax cold, you see that because iniquity shall abound, the love of many gonna wax cold. So a lot of people gonna have a lack of love for one another, a lack of compassion for one another. People go be stingy in the days and times we coming in. Ain't nobody going to share. Hey, we read the scriptures in Second Ezra how it says even friends go want to kill one another and spoil each other possessions. So we see we coming into a time where a lot of people about to be stingy, right? Hate one another. But again, the Lord have put us around like-minded people, like-minded people who have the same objective in mind, the same hope in the end. But also in it, what I'm gonna touch on some of these accounts. It's quick accounts and it will be long, but even in the book of Acts, when times got hard, and look, we coming into the time of persecution. We know we about to get persecuted soon. We gonna get demonized soon, put up on the news. We know they've been building that case already anyway. Hey, we might have to be pilgrims in the earth before even Jacob's trouble as believers. But that happened even in the book of Acts. In the book of Acts, when times got hard for the believers, what they did, they came together as a body, though. Going into the benefits of being apart. They came together as a body. Everybody put what they had up, and distribution was made between each and every person so that nobody lacked anything, man. So considering the times we coming in, that's the mindset we're gonna have to have. That whatever we got to bring to the table, hey man, look, hey, put it out there so the body can have it, and let the Lord, have it distributed between each and every person. We don't know how it's gonna be. Look, families may have to move with certain families. Brothers may have to move with certain brothers. The times we coming in, again, it's a time like never before. You see, matter of fact, let's get this in action real quick. I'm gonna share my screen. So again, matter of fact, before that, let's get benefit. Let's look up that word benefit real quick. All right, here we go. Quick Google definition. Benefit. So benefits of the body, it says benefit on Google, it says an advantage or profit gained from something, right? And again, being a part of this body, it is advantages that come with it, man. If you have brothers getting, healed, brothers go have powers, when times get hard, like out here, you had to freeze not too long ago, you pull up on whatever it may be. That's why the Lord got us around, man. And I'm gonna get them 2 accounts in the book of Acts. It's too quick, couple verses, but that happened back then. What the scripture says, what is then there's nothing new under the sun, roughly paraphrasing. So times will get hard again where we have to put what we got together, but benefit, it says, an advantage gained from something. And it is advantages to the body, right? But let's get this, as I mentioned in Acts 2, and Shalom to, in the Akim Aqua who may be tuning in, right? But this is Acts chapter 2, and we'll get straight to the point. This is Acts 2, and let's start at 38. It says, then Peter said unto them, repent and be baptized, every one of you, in the name of Yahushua Mashiach, for the remission of sins, and ye shall receive the gift of the Holy Spirit. For the promise is unto you and to your children and to all that are far off, even as many as the Lord our power shall call. It says, and with many other words did he testify and exhort, saying, save yourselves from this untoward generation. So this Peter speaking to the church. It says, then they gladly received his word, were baptized, and the same day there were added unto them about 3,000 souls. And they can, here it is, and well, not here it is, but and they continue steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine, even to today. Right? We got to continue steadfastly in who? The apostles and elders' doctrine, man. That's who the Lord set up. That's what we believe through faith. It says in fellowship and in breaking bread and in prayers. And fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles, and all that believed were together. You see, all that believed were together and had all things in common, and sold their possessions and goods and parted them to all men as every man had need. So just getting as an example, and I'm got a couple more examples and what else, whatever else the Lord give, but even a mindset back then, just showing, look, when times was hard, and it's even really before the persecution, when persecution came, look, they had to stay with one another, right? Families had to stay together. You see? But they was willing to give everything up for the body's sake, to come together to make sure everybody was straight, man. It says, and sold their possessions and goods and parted them to all men as every man had need. And they continuing daily with one accord in the temple and breaking bread from house to house, just like we do today. All right, not in a church, in a mega church, but they was pushing the word, breaking bread, edifying from house to house, and did eat their meat with gladness and singleness of heart, praising the Most High and having favor with all the people. And the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved. You see, so that's an example though. Right now, I'm gonna get one more. But even in the times we coming in, that's the point I want to make. You see, when times get hard, because look, it's gonna be certain brothers who gonna have to or may suffer before others. Lights may go out early, right? Water may go out early. You may have a lack of food early. And look, these people in the world, again, family members might not want to share. Remember, it says the love of many gonna wax cold the closer we get to the end. We read about people stealing and killing over goods in 2nd Esdras 15. But again, if we have a network of brothers in the body, right? And look, even if a brother, and look, it ain't just got to be as far as in a group. Because look, a man of the Lord might be on his own. The Lord still gonna take care of that man. That's the point. You see, the Lord can still take care of a man that if he's not in a camp. You see? But again, well, what's an example of that? Habakkuk. Habakkuk, when he went feed Daniel, we might have to get that. But look, being a part of the ministry in the whole. That's what we talking about in the camp thing, man. Because you got brothers who not in Great Millstone, but they still pushing the same doctrine. The Lord gonna send help. We talking about the elect as a whole. There's not the elect as a whole, man. The Lord gonna send help to those who are part of this thing. Matter of fact, I think that's in Bell and the Dragon. I'm gonna get that next. Let me get this in Acts 4 though, real quick. And this verse 33. Real quick, this Acts 4 and 33. It says, and I think this after they got arrested too, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So this after they got arrested. So look, they getting persecuted. The apostles right here was getting persecuted. They got arrested. They had to get examined. And so this going down, this what happened. Again, they had to come together as one. Look, when a brother, look, at the times, remember, and I'm just throwing off, I'm kind of doing this, just flowing in the spirit. So select if I'm all over, but even the times coming in, Yahweh Shai said what in Revelation 2:10, some of us gonna get arrested. Remember when Peter got arrested? What they was doing as a body, they was all together as a body, putting up prayers for him, putting up prayers for him. And the Lord sent the angel to get him out, and Peter walked right up to the house where they was putting up the prayers for him at, man. So we coming at times like that, you see. But matter of fact, I think it's the same chapter. Yep, this is the same chapter, I believe. But let me start right here. This Acts chapter 4 and verse. I'm gonna start at 28. Nope, 29. It says, "And now, Lord, behold their threatenings, and grant unto thy servants that with all boldness they may speak with thy word." Man, hold on, I might start up a little bit. Okay, come. So it says, verse 32, "And the multitude of them that believe were of one heart." Oh, I gotta start up. Salakia. It says, verse 31, Acts 4:31. "And when they had prayed," see, they was all together praying. All the believers was together praying. "And when they had prayed, the place was shaken where they were assembled together." Hey, I remember Elder Ariala in Dallas. He did a lesson, man, about 4 years ago, and he went into how it's power in numbers. You see, it's power in numbers. And the Lord put again a brotherhood together. Shit, you got sisters out there who may know each other, believers in the whole together, man. So we know, look, we know the angels gonna take care of the elect in the times we coming in, but the elect will be taking care of each other too. You see, where everybody out here, starving, taking from each other, the elect still gonna be taking care of each other, man. Remember, hey, what's one thing in 1 Corinthians that's gonna go over into the next word to come? Charity. Charity gonna continue. You see? But let's continue reading this. It says, verse 32, "And a multitude of them that believe were of one heart and of one soul, neither said any of them aught the things which he possessed was his own, but they had all things in common. And with great power gave the apostles witness of the resurrection of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and grace was upon them all." So again, power in numbers. It says, "Neither was there any among them that lacked." That's an important point. It was a lot of believers, but nobody was lacking. Why? Because everybody put in. And that's why now it may be that the Lord, he may be separating certain people to get those out. For example, like Ananias and Sapphira. He got them out early because they were stingy, lying, right? Saying they gave this amount of money, but really kept this amount in line, right? The Lord got them out of there, because how would it be when times really get hard? You can't trust them. You can't trust them. You see? So that's what the Lord may be doing now. He may be getting people out who can't be trusted, and those who ready to give freely, that's who he's going to keep in. You see? However it may be. But verse 33, it says, "And with great power gave the apostles witness of the resurrection of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and grace was upon them all. And neither was there any among them that lacked. For as many as were possessors of lands or houses sold them, and brought the prices of the things that were sold, and laid them down at the apostles' feet, and distribution was made unto every man according as he had need," man. Everybody put their life on the line for each other. Again, benefits of the body. That's the same thing today. Now, it may not even be this same specific situation as it was in the book of Acts, right? But remember, we coming into Jacob's trouble as well. Some of us might not be able to pay our rent or mortgage, and your family got to move out. Where we gonna move to? Might have to go move with a brother. A couple brothers might have to move together, right? Hey, everybody gotta bring what y'all got to the table. You see, now you might have somebody try to hold back, like Ananias and Sapphira. He got like 5 jugs of water in the car. He don't want to bring them out. You see, we coming into the times like that. The Lord may do something, but no, we looking for those who want to give. You see? But it says, "And laid them down at the apostles' feet, and distribution was made unto every man according as he had need." right? It says in Joseph, and I read this and I move on, who by the apostles was surnamed Barnabas, which is being interpreted the son of consolation, a Levite, and of the country of Cyprus, having land, sold it, and brought the money and laid it at the apostles' feet, man. And the Lord, and again, the Lord made distribution have was needed. You see, let me snag this real quick in Ecclesiastes. And again, we coming into the times that not only angels gonna help, but the Lord will put each other around to help each other. And I'm gonna get that account that we just mentioned with Habakkuk and Daniel. But let's get this real quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4. And let me see where I'm gonna start. Ecclesiastes 4, and I'll start at verse 9. Let's start at 8. Ecclesiastes 4 and 8, it says, there is one alone, and there is not a second. Yeah, he have neither child nor brother, yet is there no end of all his labor, neither is his eye satisfied with riches, neither saith he, for whom do I labor and bereave my soul of good? There is also vanity, yeah, it is sore travail. All right, you got a man who got many things, but it's just him. He don't got nobody to enjoy with. So it says, verse 9, it says, two are better than one, because they have good reward for their labor. And again, the Lord got us around a brotherhood. And again, it ain't just a camp. It's if you believe in this doctrine, whether you got different brothers like Men of Valor, brothers who may be teaching by themselves. Bro, when we get in these times, the Lord may have you go help out a brother you don't even know. You seen him on a video, right? You seen him in this camp, right, teaching, but you don't even know him. The Lord may have you go help that brother out. Again, when it said a time like never before, it ain't just the scary stuff, the bad stuff. No, the Lord gonna do some new miracles too, man. Just like it said in Sirach 36 chapter, right? Let's get there real quick. The Lord gonna show us new miracles, and I'm gonna get one real quick dealing with Habakkuk. Habakkuk ain't know what Daniel was. He ain't know, but the Lord still made him go take Daniel some food. Real quick, this Sirach chapter 36, and it's going into the end times, the times we in. It says Sirach 36 and 5, going into verse 6, and let them know thee as we have known thee. It says that there is no God but only thou, O Most High. This is the point, verse 6, and show new signs and make other strange wonders. So the times we coming in, a time like never before, it's also going to be new signs, new miracles, man. It says, show new signs and make other strange wonders and glorify thy hand and thy right arm that they may set forth thy wondrous works. So going back to this is Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. It says two are better than one, because they have good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, right? Because look, if you got a man on side of you, hey, when a brother going off, you got men around to check you. Hey, you're doing this, or elder brother or brother may come at you harsh, he come at you nice. However it be, you got a brother to lift you up, a brother who you may be going through something, like Yahweh Shai said in Matthew 25, when I was sick, you came visit me. You see, you just needed somebody to talk to. It says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. And that's why the Lord built this whole body around. Look, even when a brother going through something now, it may be financial issues. What brothers come together? Let's put money together. Let's put our heads together. Let's do something. Let's make a solution, man. Let's find a solution. Or this brother need a call. Okay, well, let's come together. Let's see what we can do. Or the apostle need to get taken care of. Okay, well, what we gonna do about that? We got guests coming in, well, the food and this, all that's taken care of. What he like, we're gonna get that, we're gonna get some more of that, right? So on and so forth. But that's the point of a body. Again, what Yahweh Shai said, let's real quick, this John 13. John 13. I know it's at the end of the chapter. John 13 and 34. It says, a new commandment I give unto you, this is Yahushua speaking. It says that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples if ye have love one towards another. And brothers be showing that. You know, a brother could just mention, man, I need a new garment. You know, my garment getting old. 2 weeks later, another brother come here. I heard you say you needed a new garment. Here you go. Right? Come on, man. So how much more would the Lord have us come together and show that love one towards another when times get even more hard? Look, when the world love wax cold, as it said in Matthew 24, the Lord gonna keep, have us together still, man. You see? What that is, Matthew 24. Let's snag that real quick. We mentioned it. And I'm gonna go back to that in Ecclesiastes, and I'm gonna get that account dealing with Habakkuk and Daniel. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. It said, iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. See? 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 8. Our friends go come against each other. Let's finish this in Ecclesiastes. I'm gonna get that in Habakkuk. But back in Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 10, it says, for if they fall, I'm gonna start at 9. It says, two are better than one because they have good reward for their labor. And look, and again, right, good reward for their labor. Even being around brothers, we have an opportunity to show charity, an opportunity to do things. You see, to help out, to pitch in. It says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up. And that's gonna be these people in the world. They ain't gonna have nobody to help them up, man. You know, they ain't gonna have nobody to look out for them. Remember, Yahushua said, friends will betray each other, and father and mother and sister-in-law and brother. These people ain't gonna have nobody. You see? And again, when we talk about a brotherhood, it extends way past even what we see. Remember, the angels are our brothers. They're gonna be helping out. You see, we're even dealing with the men who are around us, though. You see, even when it's tough times now, the Lord have us coming through for each other. Man, how much more when a brother will get power, and a couple brothers together, maybe, or his family, look like y'all about to get killed by a militia or troops, and the brother come through with the spiritual power. Things like that gonna start to happen. Although it seems far-fetched now, we in that time. New miracles, man. You see, a time like never before. All right. But it says again, if two lie together, they have heat, but how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken, man. You see? And with the Lord building up the house of David, as in the days of old, and this can't be broken back down. But let's get there real quick. And I believe it's in the Bell and the Dragon. When Habakkuk went give Daniel some food. Let's see. So this is Bell and the Dragon and the Apocrypha, right? Just to show the times we coming in, the Lord can start doing stuff like that. A brother you may be watching on video, right? You watching on video, and all of a sudden he pull up one day and help you get out the concentration camp. You see a brother from England, he is just pull up to the concentration camp saying Shalom, however it may be. You see? But again, that's benefits of being a part of this ministry, man. So it says, this is Bell and the Dragon. It's just one chapter, I believe. Yeah, Bell and the Dragon chapter 1. Now, this is when Daniel got thrown into the lion's den. All right, here we go. I'm going to start at 30. Bell and the Dragon chapter 1 and 30 says, now when the king saw that they pressed him sore, being constrained, he delivered Daniel unto them, who cast him into the lion's den where he was 6 days. Right? It says, verse 32, and in the den there were 7 lions, and they had given them every day 2 carcasses and 2 sheep, which then were not given to them, to the intent that they might devour Daniel. So look, these lions ate good daily, but this particular day they ain't feed them at all because they wanted the lions to be hungry. So as soon as Daniel was thrown in there, they was going to eat him up. But it says, verse 33, now there was in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk, right? So it says, who made pottage and had broken bread in a bowl and was going into the field for to bring it to the reaper. So you had Habakkuk, right, over there in the land of Israel. And then you had Daniel, where he was, I believe, Babylon. You see? Now Habakkuk, he fixing food. He's fixing food to go bring it out to the men in the field, not even thinking about no Daniel. He ain't considering Daniel. He ain't thinking about Daniel, right? Daniel ain't on his mind. He ain't thinking about Babylon. He don't even know Daniel in the lion's den. You see, Habakkuk don't even know Daniel in the lion's den. He just fixing food to go bring it out to the men in the field. So it says, verse 33 again, now there was in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk, who made pottage and had broken bread in a bowl and was going into the field for to bring it to the reapers. Verse 32, it says, but the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, go carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. And it said, angel of the Lord, you know, capital A angel, a might, that's probably was Yahweh Shai, who knows. But it says, but the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, go carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. So look, he had a brother. He ain't even know about him. Or I'm sure I don't know if they knew each other. They probably did. Who knows? But a man far off, the Lord still had them come through for each other, man. It says, but the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, go carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. And Habakkuk said, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know what a den is. He said, Lord, I ain't never been to Babylon. I don't know where it's at. I don't even know when I get there what a den is, where I go. It says, and Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know what a den is. Then the angel of the Lord took him by the crown and bare him by the hair of his head, and through the vehemency of his spirit set him in Babylon over the den. So an angel took him. It says, and Habakkuk cried, saying, Daniel, Daniel, take the dinner which the Most High have sent thee. And Daniel said, thou hast remembered me, O power, neither hast thou forsaken them that seek thee and love thee. You see? So Daniel arose and did eat, and the angel of the Lord set Habakkuk in his own place again immediately. So the whole time Habakkuk even fixed that dinner, that was for his brother many miles off. So the Lord is far off like that, man. It ain't restrictions within what we got going. Man, look, prayer. Remember, we read earlier, prayed together, the place was shaking, the Lord gave them power. Everybody came together. It's power in numbers. We ain't even look, the Lord ain't even allowed apostles, elders, and brothers to start even doing miracles like that yet out in the open. So the time coming when thousands go come in, man. Thousands go come in. Somebody gonna have to give power. Something gonna happen to where the Lord gonna take the ministry to the next level. Just like he did in the book of Acts. He took the ministry to the next level, man. We ain't just gonna be pushing on YouTube forever. The Lord gonna continuously add on to the body. You see? Let me get this. I thought of this one too. When Habakkuk hit 100, Obadiah hit 100 prophets. Let's see. And I'm just, kind of flowing. It was on my spirit. I was meditating earlier. Real quick, this is 1 Kings 18. Just considering the times we in, though. This is 1 Kings chapter 18 and verse 1. It says, and it came to pass after many days that the word of Yahweh came to Elijah in the 3rd year, saying, go show thyself unto Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth. And Elijah went to show himself unto Ahab, and there was a sore famine in Samaria. Now at this time, it was a famine. And remember, Jezebel, she was coming after the prophets. So this likened unto what? Persecution. So it says, and Ahab called Obadiah, which was the governor of his house. Now Obadiah feared the Lord greatly. For it was so that Jezebel cut off the prophets of the Lord. That, let me read that again. It says, for it was so when Jezebel cut off the prophets of the Lord. So when Jezebel was coming after the body, right? The ministry, killing prophets, it says that Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them by 50 in a cave and fed them with bread and water, man. Now, mind you, a famine was going on as well. So the Lord had a man set up shelter for men, right? Hid them in a cave as they was getting persecuted, and also during the famine gave them bread and water. You see? So again, these things shouldn't be far-fetched to us the times we're coming in. Let me get this real quick. I think it's Sirach. And I kind of wind it down. This Sirach chapter 37 and verse 12. And when you go into this, too, to give us some context, it was going into who not to be around, what type of people like not to be around, who not to get counsel from. So the conclusion came down to it. Matter of fact, I'll just get straight to the point. For example, it says, don't work with an idle servant. Don't talk to a lazy man about much business. Right? It says, hearken not unto these in any counsel, any matter of counsel. But this is the point. It says, verse 12, but be continually with the godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord. And that's why the Lord put us around a body. Like I say, I believe in the book of Sirach, how all birds was a sand in the world as well, but all birds will flock together. I believe Sirach 12 or 13. You see? But it says, but be continually with the godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. You see? And again, the Lord put us together right now, whether we in a specific camp, whether a brother by himself pushing the word, whether a brother in a different camp pushing the same doctrine, whatever it is. Once all these things happen, as we just read, the Lord can send a brother from one state to help out another, man. You see? Send sisters from somewhere to go help out this brother who may be struggling. Remember, in the time with Elijah, he already had a woman set up, a woman and her son set up to help Elijah out during the time of famine, man. So those times coming into where we probably ain't just gonna be seeing each other on YouTube forever. You know, the Lord may have us meet, however it may go. But again, it is benefits of being a part of this body, because when the times come, we all we got, like we got in the book of Acts earlier. Everybody put what they had together. You see, everybody came together. You know, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I was just meditating on that earlier. You know, well, the Lord, he gonna take the ministry to the next level. You know, again, we ain't just gonna be pushing on YouTube forever. Remember, the scriptures say we're going from glory to glory. People got to be added on. You know, people go when miracles come, people go be added on, man. So we ain't really even see nothing yet. Yeah, we know better than a great awakening, but it's only gonna grow from here on out. The more Esau try to demonize us, the more the Lord will give power unto the body, man. And it ain't nothing about just to get power. No, it's the whole point is to bring in the Lord's sheep. That's the whole point about it. Not to get power to stunt with. It's to bring in the Lord's sheep, man. You know, so the Lord will eventually add on. We just got to keep pushing this word. But look, I'm gonna end it there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And keep fighting, keep pushing. And again, we almost out of here. And with that, shalom.